Africa, the land of vast savannas, ancient pyramids, and breathtaking wildlife, is undergoing an epic transformation, one that is literally tearing it apart. No, this isn't some apocalyptic prophecy or the plot of a sci-fi thriller. It's geological reality. The continent is cracking at its seams, and while the process is slow, it's unstoppable. Scientists predict that in about 50 million years, a new ocean will flood the divide, creating a brand new landmass. Sounds unbelievable? Let's dive into the drama happening beneath Africa's feet. The protagonist of this colossal breakup is the East African Rift System ERS, a 6,000-kilometer-long fracture stretching from the Afar region in Ethiopia all the way down to Mozambique. This isn't just a few cracks on the surface. We're talking about a deep, violent rift caused by tectonic forces pulling the continent apart. The culprit? The relentless movement of the Earth's tectonic plates. Africa sits atop multiple plates, and two of them, the Somali and Nubian plates, are engaged in a slow-motion divorce. As they drift away from each other at a snail's pace a few millimeters per year, the land in between is thinning, sinking, and eventually breaking apart. Think of it like a loaf of bread being pulled apart from both ends at first. It stretches, then it tears, and finally, the gap is too wide to ignore. If you think this is just a future problem, think again. The split is happening in real time, and we've already seen dramatic signs of it. In 2018, a massive crack suddenly appeared in Kenya's Rift Valley, swallowing roads and homes in its wake. While some geologists argued that heavy rains played a role in the collapse, the undeniable truth remains: the land is shifting beneath our feet, and it won't stop anytime soon. In some regions, magma is already rising to the surface, forming new crust. Volcanoes like Mount Nyiragongo in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Ethiopia's Eruptions are ticking time bombs, venting out the Earth's frustrations as the land stretches beyond its limits. Fast forward 50 million years, and the East African Rift will no longer be just a series of cracks. The split will have widened enough for the ocean to rush in, cutting off a massive chunk of East Africa. Countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and Ethiopia will no longer be part of the African mainland but an entirely new continent. This process mirrors what happened to ancient landmasses millions of years ago. Ever wondered how South America and Africa became separate continents? They were once part of a massive supercontinent called Gondwana, but similar tectonic forces pulled them apart. Now, Africa is next in line for a continental makeover. While this shift is happening over millions of years, the immediate consequences are already unfolding. Increased seismic activity, volcanic eruptions, and changing landscapes will impact millions of people in the Rift Valley. Infrastructure will need to adapt, and future generations might witness the birth of a brand new ocean. So, while we won't wake up tomorrow to find Africa split in two, the wheels are already in motion. The continent is breaking up, the land is shifting, and one day, millions of years from now, cartographers will have to redraw the map of the world. Africa, as we know it, is rewriting its own destiny.